In the early hours of February 28th, the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East shifted dramatically. Following weeks of escalating tensions and direct warnings, President Donald Trump officially announced the commencement of a massive, heavily coordinated military intervention in Iran. Dubbed Operation Epic Fury, this unprecedented joint effort between the United States and Israel marks a historic escalation. But what exactly triggered this sudden, late-night operation? And what is the ultimate strategic objective being put into motion right now? Today, we are breaking down the official details of this unfolding global event. To understand the sheer scale of this operation, we have to look at the official statements released early Saturday morning. At exactly 2:30 a.m., President Trump published an 8-minute national address on Truth Social, confirming that major combat operations had officially begun. The operation, according to publicly available information from the administration, is designed to thoroughly dismantle imminent threats and effectively raise the Iranian missile industry to the ground. This isn't a unilateral move. According to the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, this intervention was the result of months of close, joint planning. They confirmed a broad strike in full synchronization, aimed at degrading the current regime's capabilities over time. But an operation of this magnitude rarely goes unanswered. How did the region immediately respond to this synchronized intervention? Almost immediately following the initial strikes, reports of retaliation began to surface. According to international news outlets, a U.S. military base in Bahrain was reportedly targeted. Furthermore, defense officials in Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, all nations hosting U.S. military bases, confirmed that they had successfully intercepted incoming projectiles. The U.S. administration has stated that every possible step has been taken to minimize the risk to personnel stationed in the region, prioritizing advanced defense systems to secure these allied territories. The immediate military response is clear, but what was the specific catalyst that pushed the U.S. administration to act now? The foundation for Operation Epic Fury has been building for months, largely driven by internal civil unrest and international security concerns. Late last year, widespread protests erupted across Tehran as citizens voiced their frustrations over the country's severe economic downturn, specifically the sharp fall of the rial. The U.S. administration had been monitoring these protests very closely. In early January, President Trump publicly warned that any severe crackdowns on anti-government protesters would be met with overwhelming force. By mid-January, he had openly promised Iranian patriots that help is on its way, officially canceling all meetings with Iranian officials and reportedly beginning the strategic withdrawal of non-essential U.S. personnel from Middle Eastern bases to prepare for potential conflict. However, the president's latest announcement wasn't just directed at the military. It included a highly specific directive for the citizens of Iran. During his late-night broadcast, President Trump spoke directly to the Iranian people. In an effort to minimize civilian risk during the operation, he urged residents to stay sheltered and remain indoors while the operations were underway. He framed the military intervention as a rare, generational opportunity for the citizens to eventually take control of their own government, stating, "America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force." This operation is incredibly complex, but it is actually the second major strategic maneuver in the region within the last year. The current events are a direct continuation of the geopolitical chess match that escalated in June of 2025. At that time, the U.S. and Israel targeted several Iranian nuclear sites in an operation the White House labeled a spectacular military success. That previous operation also saw retaliatory strikes aimed at Al Udeid, the largest U.S. base in the Middle East, which Qatari air defenses successfully thwarted. The White House has maintained a firm stance since last summer, warning that if peace was not established quickly, further targets would be engaged with precision and speed. Operation Epic Fury appears to be the fulfillment of that exact strategy. As Operation Epic Fury continues to unfold, the global community is watching closely to see how this unprecedented coordination between the U.S. and Israel will reshape the balance of power in the Middle East. The administration maintains that this is a mission for long-term future security. Understanding these massive geopolitical shifts is crucial for grasping how the global economy and international alliances will react in the coming weeks. For a deeper, completely objective breakdown of how international markets and defense budgets are shifting in real time, click the video on your screen right now. We cover the data you need to know without the noise.